Now, before we get the forecast, the weather might feel positively Arctic, but it would seem that elements of the Arctic are closer to home than you may think.
Yeah, and the first of a new series, our weather presenter, Sally here, will be heading out in search of the wildlife on your doorstep. So, Sally, what have you been up to?
Yes, well, I headed out with a local expert to try and track down the Peak District Mountain Hare. Now, bear in mind, the Natural History Unit normally have weeks, months to get that one sighting. I had just one afternoon.
Well, I'm all kitted out, ready for a day's walking up in the Peak District. We're hoping, fingers crossed, we might see the mountain hares, and we've got to head up that way to Derwent Edge.
It's quite a climb though, especially when you're carrying a lot of camera equipment. The only place in England and Wales that you'll find this Arctic mammal is here in the Peak District, but they are extremely timid.
Quite a few shots of them in the snow.
One way to boost your chances of finding rare wildlife is to rope in some local knowledge.
Before man came into Britain, this all would have been one huge forest. And there wouldn't have been any mountain hares here, there wouldn't have been any grouse.
Paul Hobson is one of the UK's top wildlife photographers, and he's offered to pass on some tips.
Use the internet, get to know the area you're going to photograph in. It will help you a long way to getting those cracking wildlife images. Just look into the heather ahead of you and just see if you can see its white fur.
Paul's checked out this spot over the last 4 days, so we're hoping his research will pay off. He spotted a hare very close to here, so our cameras are rolling while Paul and I scan the heather.
It doesn't matter whether you've got a large camera like this or a camera like this, you still need to be able to switch it on quickly, choose the right function, because those magical moments may only last a few seconds.
True to Paul's word, our few seconds had arrived.
Yes! Brilliant!
I didn't even put my camera down and try. I'm more concerned that Neil got it on.
Did you get the shot then, Mr. Neil?
Hopefully. Shot straight past me right across here. So, yeah, brilliant.
In case you missed it, let's see that again.
It's a good size, really good size, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're bigger than a rabbit.
Yeah.
And live. It's running as well, so
It was slightly, it's got like some grey patches as well. It wasn't pure white, was it?
They're not personal.
No.
They will, if we had it all day long.
Yeah.
It will go round in an enormous semicircle. It'll be here tomorrow. It'll be in the same place tomorrow.
Yeah. That was brilliant.
Yeah. We didn't know that hare was there, and we just walked through the moor. And it just shot off at our feet, and that's often how it is. And when you see it running across, you think, that's so white, how can't I see that in the heather in front of me? But they're tucked really in. The last tip is patience. Wildlife sometimes will appear right in front of you, more often than not it won't. You may have to wait some time. A little patience will go a long, long way to helping you capture those essential wildlife images. How are you getting on?
Yeah, not bad. I think I probably need a bit more practice though. So we've had a really successful day here in the Peak District, seeing the mountain hare, but don't forget to take your camera next time you're out and about, because you never know what you might see. Come on then.
Okay.
Watch your step.
And here's one of them. Here's one of Paul's little mountain hares that he photographed. Gorgeous shot, isn't it? Cutie. And of course, if you would like to get more tips on how to get those wildlife photographs, then do go to the website bbc.co.uk/Derby with more of his top tips. And we'd like to hear from you too. If you spot any unusual visitors in your back garden, in the local park, even in the city centre, I'd love to see the photos that you get of them. emt@bbc.co.uk. Do let me know about them.